My name is Janice Thompson, and I wish to discuss with you today the difference between the word liberty and freedom. Liberty and freedom have two separate meanings, but at the end are closely knitted together in life. Liberty promotes the individual to do as they please, and that liberty allows that individual freedom to live under the law as they allow others their freedom. Aristotle and Isaiah Berlin interpretation of this difference still holds a common thread that all individuals of a state is involved with this process. It is how they are involved with liberty and freedom that constitutes the difference. For Aristotle in his era, because of the presence of masters and slave, used slavery to explain the definition of freedom. The difference in a man created for slavery uses his body in that process, where a man suited for freedom has a mind eager to explore that progress. Some promoted that all members of the city-states are without a master of any kind, which includes a degree of freedom for those not usually with freedom, such as slaves, women, children. This showed a democracy of equal freedom for all, regardless of their status. Isaiah Berlin, who promoted the idea of a negative process, believed being free from an external constraint is freedom. One can speak as they desire. One can believe as they wish, without any interference from the state or law. Sometimes this gives a problem, causes rebellion, which is within the people and the city. In the article Reflection on Ancient and Modern Freedom, the classical Greek believed that freedom depended upon the virtue of the individual. And along with the virtue was the belief that the value of that individual played in their society was a deciding factor of freedom and liberty of that era. I asked 5 of my co-workers what the word liberty meant to them, what was their first thoughts. 4 of them told me when I said liberty, they thought of the Statue of Liberty that stands, as everyone knows, freedom to all on the shores of the United States. They also included the flag as their first thoughts of freedom. The eagle. One of them suggested Washington, D.C. She thought of Washington, D.C. as part of her first thought of freedom. The last person I asked was what liberty meant to him, and he said to go fishing. And I said, and freedom? And he said, no one can stop me. So individualism does play an important role in liberty and freedom for the country, for the state, for the city, and for the individuals. Thank you.